So you're telling me that when my stomach was already cut open during my C-section, my doctor couldn't have just taken out a little extra fat? Well, I'm afraid not. This question, can you just take out a little fat while you're there, is a question I get surprisingly often before planned C-sections as an obstetrician. But here's the reality. So obviously, a C-section is major abdominal surgery. Our goal during this kind of operation is to deliver your baby safely, not performing cosmetic surgery. And when we do a C-section, we're going through your skin, your fat layer, the fascia, muscle, and then the uterus. We might move some of the fat tissue out of the way in order to get to the uterus, but we don't remove it. Why? Well, because surgically removing the fat would actually make it a bigger operation, more like a tummy tuck. It means more time when you're under anaesthetic, likely to have more blood loss, often cutting into fat makes it bleed, higher risk of infections, wound problems, and potentially a longer recovery. Also, if we just removed a little bit of the fat tissue around your scar line, it would probably leave a weird dip or an indent unless we went further around. So it can actually make that area look worse rather than flatter at the end of the operation. Now, there are some rare situations where we might trim a very small amount of the skin or the fat around if it helps us to close the wound better, but this is for healing, it's not for appearance's sake. Of course, your body changes a lot in pregnancy, and some of those changes can be difficult to come to terms with, but we need to learn to love those changes in all their form. Focus on eating well and, of course, exercising when you're ready, and mainly just focusing on looking after that brand new human, not trying to change your body to conform to a certain idea of beauty or a certain idea of bouncing back. So whilst this idea of getting a bit of fat removed at the time of C-section sounds tempting, C-section isn't the right time for it. So do you think that we're just being mean?